Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Easy Life Science. In the previous video, we learnt about the enzymes, their mechanism of actions, specificity, etc. In the today's video, we are going to learn about the enzyme inhibition. Subscribe and stay tuned for more science topics. Enzyme inhibitor and enzyme inhibition. This is the most important and applicable topic while studying about the enzymes. As we studied earlier about the factors affecting enzymatic activity and the ways to increase the enzymatic activity or yield, there are certain substances or ways to slow down or to stop the enzyme reactions. This principle can be useful as well as dangerous too. A substance that slows down or stops the normal catalytic function of an enzyme by binding to the enzyme are known as enzyme inhibitor. And the way of slowing down or stopping an enzyme from its activity is known as enzyme inhibition. Enzymatic inhibition are mainly divided into three types. 1. Reversible inhibition. In this case, the inhibition can be reversible and the normal reaction can be achievable. The reversible inhibition can be taken place by three ways. A. Competitive inhibition. B. Non-competitive inhibition. C. Uncompetitive inhibition. 2. Irreversible inhibition. In this type, there is no way of reversing the inhibition. 3. Feedback inhibition. Here, the resultant of the enzymatic reaction regulates the activity of same enzyme responsible for its production. Competitive inhibition. In competitive inhibition, the competitive inhibitor structure or functional group resembles the substrates. Here, since inhibitor has the same structure as substrate, it competes with the substrate for binding to the active site of the enzyme. If an inhibitor is bound to the active site, prevents the substrate molecules to access the active site and thus decreases the enzyme activity. Since competitive inhibition is reversible in nature, by increasing the substrate concentration will be the possible way to the competitive inhibitor. Many therapeutic drugs are developed based on competitive inhibition principle. Example: antihistamines inhibit histidine decarboxylase, which converts histidine to histamine. Another one widely studied example, while studying competitive inhibition, is succinate dehydrogenase activity. Succinate acts as substrate for the enzyme succinate dehydrogenase, which converts it into end product fumarate. But mannose, which resembles the succinate structure, competes with succinate for the active site in succinate dehydrogenase, reduces the rate of the reaction. Non-competitive inhibition. In this type, a non-competitive inhibitor binds to the enzyme at other than the active site. This binding pushes the enzyme to change its conformation. This will result the loss of the active site to which substrate has to bind. In this way, the inhibitor decreases the enzyme activity. The non-competitive inhibitor alters the tertiary structure of the enzyme and the active site. Example: heavy metals ions such as lead and mercury bind to cysteine, which is present in enzyme away from active site. Hence, the consumption of heavy metals into the body has certain set limits or completely avoided. Another one example for the non-competitive inhibitor is cyanide. Cyanide bind to the enzyme cytochrome oxidase, which is necessary for cellular respiration. Hence, cyanide and heavy metals entry to the body causes instant death due to loss of cellular respiration. Uncompetitive inhibition. Uncompetitive inhibition is a type of the inhibition of enzymatic activity, where an inhibitor binds only to the enzyme substrate complex. In this case, inhibitor won't bind to free enzyme, or it won't compete with substrate for active sites. It binds only after the substrate formed enzyme substrate complex. That eventually leads to the inhibition of the reaction. The mechanism of inhibition involved in uncompetitive inhibition is by the removal of an activated enzyme-substrate complex, which causes a decrease in the maximum velocity of the chemical reaction. For example, tetramethylene sulfoxide and 3-butylthioline oxides are uncompetitive inhibitors of liver alcohol dehydrogenase. In the normal enzymatic reaction, the reaction velocity is higher until the availability of substrate and enzymes, but in presence of inhibitors, the reaction rate will gradually slows down or lower. The reaction rate in non-competitive and uncompetitive type of inhibition is much lower as compared to competitive inhibition. Irreversible inhibition. It is the second type of inhibition, as in case of reversible inhibition, here there is no way of reversing the inhibition or the removal of inhibitor. Once inhibitor binds, means the end of the complete enzymatic activity. Here, inhibitor disrupts the secondary and tertiary structure of the enzymes. An irreversible inhibitor inactivates an enzyme by binding to its active site by a strong covalent bond and permanently deactivates the enzyme. Irreversible inhibitors do not resemble the substrates as in case of reversible type. Hence, addition of excess substrate doesn't reverse this process. Examples: chemical warfare, nerve gases, and organophosphate insecticides. Feedback inhibition. Feedback inhibition is also called as allosteric inhibition. In this type, of the end product or an intermediate product of the same reaction acts as an inhibitor for the same enzyme involved in the reaction. This binding of the intermediate may promotes the enzymatic reaction rate or decreases it. If it promotes means positive feedback inhibition. And if it stops or decreases means negative feedback inhibition. Let's understand this concept with one easy example. Glucose gets converted into glucose 6-phosphate by the enzyme hexokinase in glycolysis. This glucose 6-phosphate eventually regulates the hexokinase activity as per the requirement by the body. Let's assume body requires 100 pyruvate molecules, the glycolysis produces 90 pyruvate molecules. At this time the glucose 6-phosphate promotes hexokinase to convert 10 more glucose molecules into pyruvate. And this is called as positive feedback inhibition. In the same case, if hexokinase converted 110 glucose molecules, the same glucose 6-phosphate tells to hexokinase to stop the reaction. And this is called as negative feedback inhibition.